whatever order.
Okay.
You can take them and get rid of them.
A few things about you.
That's okay.
What is your Indian name?
Oh, Canide Pollo.
Oh, I don't speak Picani. May I ask you what it means?
Everybody talks about him.
A line from Jimmy P that comes to mind. Doctor, you have a very good memory. How can one direct you? Ask.
Just ask.
Just ask. That's the beginning. The judge. Just ask. Okay. Who can you imitate? Me. Who can I imitate? I don't do a good, Mick Jagger, but I would have to dance. Yeah. Two or three things that I know about Desplechin. He's always gonna quit. He loves Bob Dylan. I'm trying to think about. He knows movies. He turned me onto a great movie called Exiles about Native Americans in Los Angeles. I'm very grateful to him for that. Helped me for this movie, for Jimmy P. He's very shy. He's shy, but he's got cojones. He looks very fragile, but I think he's very strong. A role that stayed with you. Every role stays with you to an extent. When I did Jimmy P, I had come from finishing not too far before. I'd finished Savages, and so it was really hard to let go of Savages. It's not effortless. Sometimes it can, a character, things that you do in a scene or in a character can stay with you for a long time, and some of them have been with you forever. But some things that you do might stay with you, and it's a little bit more. It's a little bit. It takes time to let it go. And so I felt like for Jimmy P, that was that I remember, like, sometimes saying a line and it was like the guy from Savages. It was like, oh my God, I'm never gonna be able. Like sometimes you would do something and it would be like complete different. So it required a little bit of effort to let go of the old character in a way. You have to be conscious of it. If you're not, they can sneak in. It's terrible when it happens in real life.
Denny's, I know you gave him stuff.
What makes you so goddamn sure it's not Azul?
Because I know it wasn't him.
What do you mean?
Because I'm working with him now on Fivio.
What?
And you lie to me one more time, motherfucker, I will shoot you down.
Well, I have to go to 4 Godard. Well, I have to go with Truffaut because the first foreign film that I saw when I was probably 19 or 20, the real foreign film that I saw that it was in its own language and was the 400 Blows. And from that movie, I was so moved by it that I discovered a whole world of cinema that I would have discovered maybe later, but that was the movie that really like is the movie that really kind of like opened up the whole world of like there's a whole movie world out there that I am now about to like go in and discover, from Fellini to Eisenstein to Bergman to like Kaneto Shindo, to the director of The Mother and the Whore, which is Jean Eustache. Yeah, I mean, a whole world of cinema, and if it wasn't because I think I give it credit to that movie. Not only that it was that I really truly understood it. There was like I was Jean-Pierre Léaud. I was stealing the milk. Not a typewriter, but I was stealing the milk. Maybe later I'd like to steal a typewriter. I heard about Balzac for the first time in that movie because he's writing a paper about that. So I have to say, I have to take him, Truffaut, for sentimental reasons, but it's a very tough one. I'm a human being. Sometimes sugar, sometimes salt. Sometimes, weaknesses, there's like all kinds of weaknesses.
The nectar.
Oh. Staying focused. I think as actors we're full of weaknesses. I mean, I feel like I'm full of weaknesses. I feel like I just have to like to dare to do it. That's it wouldn't be a dare if you didn't feel weak. And I always say, oh, I dare to do it, but I dare to do it because I'm afraid. I sometimes feel like I get distracted really quick. Like, but then sometimes I embrace the distraction because the distraction might take me somewhere that I never thought I would go for that. But let's say I'm supposed to be here working on this scene or whatever, and then something pops up on TV and that takes me away and that takes me somewhere else, and then I'm out the window. And then I'm looking at something outside the window that can bring me back to the script. Like going like, oh, there's someone walking out of a car with an umbrella, and you go, I should have an umbrella in that scene because it's raining. And the distraction took me there. So, but sometimes the distraction takes you all the way to the bar and the disco and whatever, till 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever. So the distraction will take you out. So that might be one of my weaknesses. Has Hollywood murder movie? Well, perhaps cinema. Good, cinema. Movies, they're doing very good with movies. But cinema, Hollywood has made, I don't think it's murder, but it's abandoned it. I think Hollywood has abandoned cinema.
Which way?
I don't think it'd murder it. If it murder it, it would cease to exist. Right? Murder is dead. I'm going by the question. So I think it's abandoned it, turned its back to independent cinema, to cinema of directors, making it difficult for directors that I admire personally to make movies, or harder, unless it's a really, really big budget machine. So it's the studios perhaps have been distracted. They've been distracted now for some time. I mean, I got lucky because I started when I came into Hollywood to make films, it was a big movement of independent films. Spike Lee, Steven Soderbergh, Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez. Those were Richard Linklater, Jim Jarmusch, perhaps a little bit earlier, and there was a whole wave of American independent cinema that was happening, and now I don't know if there is the same going on in America, in the States. I don't know,
I believe it's important that we work together, Mexico and the United States, one hand washing the other. We agree. So maybe you can tell me about your informants in our operations.
We thought that maybe you'd have that kind of information for us.
This is a very different proposition, my friend.
method actor. Yeah, that's like. But the method is just common sense. The method has always had a bad reputation for some reason. As if you're a method actor, you need a psychotherapist with you 24/7. Perhaps that's true. Perhaps it's a combination of also taking what you do, the work you do, seriously. Like the competition it's ridiculous, the amount of competition that you have in America for actors and actresses. So just that, just big country, a lot of people, a lot of competition, which it's okay. In order to survive in there, you gotta you have to do the homework. And I think most actors that I know too, they do the homework. They know the story, and they do the homework of the character, and there's a lot of acting schools, and also, in America, the director, some directors have all the power, but there's some actors, they're established. They have power too. So there's a check that I think that if in America just the directors had the power, then it might not completely be like that, so there's a little bit of a check there, and it's a tradition of American movies since the beginning, since the early Hollywood, silent Hollywood, till now. It's just like the movie stars are bigger than directors. We can make a list of movie stars from TV, movies, big list of movie stars, and then directors is going to be a smaller list. I don't know if it's the same here. I don't know if it's the same here in France or Italy or
Not exactly.
or Spain. You know, I mean, I'm using those countries, so there is like that. This is the end, my friend. Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. How many have you done of those?